Hi everyone, it's Nat. Hope you're all doing good. I'm on to show you my design team project for Lavender Blu for the month of March. So I used the Botanical Ledger papers, which are absolutely beautiful, and I incorporated my design team project with a challenge that we had going in the Lavender Facebook group for the month of March, which is still going. So if you're interested to give it a go and have a look. I'll put the links below. So the challenge was to make a mini journal insert. Now the requirements for this were to use manila folder, some tea-dyed papers, and to make it 2.5 by 3.5 inches. So this is what I've come up with those requirements. So I've used a manila folder and I cut it so I could make the most of the join that was already in there. So I have cut it the 2.5 by 3.5 around that way, but what I did was left the bits long so I could fold them in for some flips. So they're the beautiful Botanical Ledger papers. What I did for the covers was I minimised, I customed the papers, minimised them so that I'd get more detail on the covers. So they turned out beautiful. And then I've used some calico just on the spine, a bit of junk lace, and Tim Holtz ideology saying there. So that's the front and that's the back. Now the back is the normal A4 size for the Botanical Ledger. So you can see the difference there. So some more of the beautiful Botanical Ledger papers on the front there. Beautiful colours in the butterflies and moths. So here I've just done a bit of stenciling and I've made just a little flip book which I've stuck down, so it's a little bit more like note-taking space there, and a stamp on the front, and then some offcuts of lace. And then I also used the butterfly specimen cards from Lavender Blu, which is a separate printable, to make these little specimen journaling cards I've made. So I've used some of the kit page there to make a little pocket with just some trim. And then I've used some offcut of my manila folder to back the specimen card, and I've inked around the specimen card front there, and a bit of acetate in the window, and then the butterflies that come with the specimen card cut out. And then on the back it can be journaled on. So they turn out beautifully. You can, of course, it comes with the two sides of the card, so you can put them back to back and acetate on the other side as well so you can see through. But I decided to make them into journaling cards for this project. They also come with this little genuine specimen little cutout that you can use, so I decided to stick that there with some cheesecloth behind. So that just slips in there. So I've just done a few stamps of butterflies. So there's my tea-dyed paper. And I had a vintage butterfly book, so I've cut out a picture page. There's some ledger paper. That's a bit more of the vintage butterfly book. Some of the kit paper with another one of the genuine specimen cutouts. Now that's some of the kit paper that's been minimised as well. So there's a lot of detail on there. And then just the other sides of the papers that I showed you. Beautiful butterflies in that book I found. A bit more stamping. And then that's the full size cutout of the paper. And then I made another little pocket at the back. And in that one I've done another one of the specimen cards, but with this one I've stuck one of my dried flowers in with one of the moths. And that's a little journaling card as well. So they've turned out beautifully. Just goes to show that with these specimen cards you can, you know, create what you like with them, use them in any way you see fit. You can have them up that way too, because the print that's on there sort of goes both ways, so it sort of doesn't matter which way you have it up. which is handy. I'll just slip that back in there. And then that's that little flip out bit. Now I could have embellished these more with laces and that, but then it would have been hard to close the book. It's already hard enough. And then that's the back of that one. So they turned out beautifully, and I made 3 of them because I decided what I'd do is take one for each of the lovely ladies at the retreat. So I can say that now because I'm going to show you this after they've received them. So this one says, oh, I didn't show you what it says. It says, if they were let to fly away, on that one, which I thought was a nice little saying for a little butterfly journal insert. This one says, the traveller. Beautiful page on the front, offcuts of lace again. So I'll just show you quickly because it's quite similar. It's another one of my little flip books there. Another one of the specimen cards. So it's got 3 different styles of the card. And then I think it's the 3 different cutouts of butterflies as well. So again, just the same sort of collection of papers. It'd be different pages with butterfly pictures in there. And in the middle of that one, we've got that. So there's a lot of room in there for them to write notes. So this can be slipped into a journal or just used as is. So again, there's the journaling card, the specimen slide. Turned out beautiful with the little dried flowers in there. And that just slips in there as well. And the back of that one. Well, that's the back. That's some of the back. Confusing myself with all my flip outs. So as I said, it looks really nice with the calico tied on. So that's how I'll finish them all off. I'll undo this one and give you a quick look. I could just slide it down even easier. So that one just says little things. That beautiful picture which I minimised again, so lots of detail. And then that's the full size. So the A4 pages. Another little flip book. And this one has that little specimen card. There's the middle. So the little flip at the back, which I think is a tiger moth. And then there's that one. So these were so much fun to make. I'll probably make a whole heap more sometime. And they turned out really nicely. That's the back. So that's my design team project for Lavender Blu for this month. And beautiful little gifts to give to the lovely ladies I'm going to meet at the retreat. Yeah, so they turned out really nicely. I hope they have inspired you to make something similar. As I said, if you're interested in giving it a go for the challenge on Lavender Blu's Facebook page, check out the links below, as well as the links to her Etsy will be below if you're interested in checking out these beautiful papers or any of her other papers. So take care everyone, have fun, happy crafting, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.